Most operators think launching a casino is all about getting games, but behind the scenes it's chaos. Contracts, integrations, delays. I'm Tatiana Kaminskaya, head of SOFTSWISS Game Aggregator, and this is how we made operators' lives easier with one contract, one integration and zero chaos. If we look back at the industry just a few years ago, we'll see a completely different picture. At that time, every operator who wanted to launch an online casino had to deal with each game studio separately. That meant dozens of negotiations, hundreds of pages of documentation, separate legal processes and independent technical integrations. Each studio had its own terms. Some demanded a setup fee just for the integration, others imposed monthly minimum fees. And all of this multiplied by the number of providers. The risks and costs grew with every new deal. The more content an operator wanted to integrate, the higher the cost of support, and the more resources were needed for legal, technical, and operational work. On top of that, the operator was fully responsible for the quality of integrations and all communication with providers. A mistake in the documentation or a delay on the studio's side could set the launch back by weeks or even months. In such conditions, a unified solution was an economic necessity for small and mid-sized operators and a strong advantage for larger companies. Smaller operators could finally launch without massive upfront costs, while larger ones could save resources and time, test new providers without risk, and go live with games months earlier. We saw the opportunity and introduced the Game Aggregator, a single contract, a single integration, and a solution that addressed all these problems at once. The Game Aggregator solved the operator's biggest pain point, chaos with content, integrations and contracts. But immediately another question came up. What's next? If we provide the same set of games, the same integration and the same commercial terms as game providers, what extra value can we bring to operators? The answer was clear: service. We decided our product shouldn't stop at content, but should include full customer support. We knew operators struggled not only with technical complexity, but also with constant back and forth communication with studios. We ourselves negotiated with dozens of providers every day and understood perfectly how exhausting this was. So we focused on becoming a real partner, a shoulder of support. We defined the key areas while service would bring the most value: quick resolution of operational requests, bug fixes, win verifications, and information queries. Just as important, fast connection of new games, currencies, and domains. And of course, the ability to solve any issue quickly and clearly through a dedicated account manager who could provide information, recommendations, and guidance. This approach set us apart from competitors. We became more than just channel between studios and operators. We positioned ourselves as a trusted partner, responsible for customer comfort and service quality. To make this approach work, we built a clear structure. At the center are the account managers. They know the client's business, goals and challenges and are always available for discussion. For operators, this means one single point of contact. They can come to the account manager with any issue, and it will be either resolved directly or escalated to the right team. The second pillar is the help desk. Speed of response, SLAs, and easy-to-use communication channels were key. We made sure operators never feel like their requests are lost in the system. The third element is our service infrastructure: onboarding, clear documentation, and knowledge base. These tools save time and reduce errors. This structure grew together with our company. What started with a couple of specialists is now a large-scale team handling thousands of requests every month. The technical side brought its own challenges. In the early years, our system simply couldn't handle the load. The number of operators and providers was growing rapidly, and server requests spiked sharply during promotional activities. To cope with this, we switched to a scalable architecture. We invested heavily in behind-the-scenes work that operators might never notice: load balancing, capacity planning, and optimization of provider integrations. We built monitoring systems, anticipated growth, and tested for fault tolerance. Our priority was clear: stability and 24/7 availability. For operators, this is non-negotiable, and we made it our guarantee. Every operator can be confident the system will hold up even at peak loads. But the market doesn't stand still. Where once it was enough to simply provide access to games, today that's not longer sufficient. Competition is fierce, and operators need tools to retain players. That's why we developed a set of solutions that help build long-term relationships with audiences. The tournament tool allows operators to organize large-scale promotions and boost player engagement. The back office provides control, monitoring, and analytics in a user-friendly way. What makes us different from competitors is that we don't chase flashy features for the sake of features. We focus on proven, practical tools that operators truly need and that deliver results. Thanks to these solutions, our clients can run their businesses more effectively and build stronger retention strategies. Another major milestone was moving into regulated markets. We achieved a lot under Curaçao and Malta licenses, but we realized local markets offer new opportunities and new requirements. For operators, success means more than just having access to games. They also need certification, reporting, and compliance. And they want these processes to be as streamlined as possible. Instead of negotiation with dozens of providers, they could work directly with us as a single supplier with a unified set of documents covering all available studios in the region. This significantly reduces certification costs and speeds up testing and audits. A recent example is Brazil. When regulation was introduced, many providers were not ready. We became the first aggregator to pass all certification stages. We set up a local company to handle licensing and taxes, making life easier for our operators. As a result, they retained uninterrupted access to games despite sudden regulatory changes. Behind all this is a large and growing team, now around 350 people, with the majority focused on operations and development. We work globally. Team members are located in different countries and regions, ensuring we are always close to clients. Both business and technical support operate 24/7. We also have representatives in Latin America and South Africa who bring local expertise and cultural understanding. Our principle is simple. The bigger we grow, the closer we need to be to each client. The scale is impressive. Our help desk handles up to 8,000 tickets per month, plus another 5,000–6,000 operational requests for game or currency integrations. And we do all this while maintaining high service quality. Our journey started with the idea of simplifying game integrations. Then we added customer service, strengthened our technical foundation, and expanded into new markets. But the most important lesson we've learned is this: the future of the industry will be defined by customer needs. We are committed to being more than just a supplier. We aim to remain a true partner. We'll continue to develop customer-oriented solutions, balancing innovation with practical tools that work. And we are confident that the best is yet to come. Together with our clients, we are shaping the industry of tomorrow, more open, more advanced, and more focused on players.